Right guys, so what is going on? I've just almost slipped. One of the random ones again. We're on holiday in Bristol and we've come across what seems to be some type of barracks or bunkers. There's quite a few dotted around, so we're going to film that now. But yeah, we'll come and look inside. I'll grab the camera from next and then we'll have a look inside. It's not very big though, but still very fascinating. And there's loads of like old ruins, stuff like that lying around. Right, so as of right now, we have no idea what it is. Probably military back in the days, I'm guessing, or defense force, something like that. Yeah, let's have a look, see what we can find. Okay, right, so we're heading in. Like I said, it's not very big, but I think this is probably the most intact one. The rest don't have roofs on, but definitely some type of bunker of some sort. There's pretty much nothing left, but it's really interesting. Got loads of holes. That's just scared me. Just notice there's a little cap. But yeah, these are different size holes. Very interesting. Honestly, like I said, up until right now, we have no clue what this is. We've done no research. There's no signage or anything like that. I think it's been completely abandoned. Now this is really interesting because obviously you've got a window, then there's a wall covering it, so it's very hard to tell. Definitely some type of bunker of some sort. You can see the sort of hinges on the door. But as I come out up the steps where I think we used to be able to walk, very overgrown. You can see there's an archway there. Just very difficult to try and guess what it is. More there. So right, we're gonna look around. I think we'll do some research. I'll probably overlay some stuff. But yeah, very interesting. This is probably the most intact one. The rest don't have roofs. And yeah, you go. Here's another room of sorts. You can climb on top.
I was going to.
There's something over there I want to go look at. So a quick view from on top. We were just underneath us now. That's where we were. Very interesting. We've got some type of pipe sticking out. But that looks really interesting, which we're going to climb over there to now. And then that looks very interesting, which I want to go to as well. As you guys can see, there's more just all hiding in the bush. So again, completely unprepared, but we found more.
Yeah.
As Lexi just said, got loads of thorn bushes and one's just attached to her. These are horrible. They sting as well. And again, I'm wearing shorts. Like I said, completely unprepared for this. We always end up finding these places just absolutely randomly. I don't think we've done one video yet where we actually went out and planned it, but this is getting quite deep now. This is it quite big? Interesting how it's double layered. So as you guys can see, there's a retaining wall there, and then they've got an isolated building, and that looks like bomb-proof, fireproof, stuff like that. We've got a little electrical socket over there, but this is quite big now. Full of graffiti. This is fully open to the public, but looks like some type of stalls. Probably could have had racks, storage. Like I said, by the looks of that hole, now that is a very round hole, so that's purposely made. Could have been some type of machinery, some type of furnace of heating of some sort. Again, this could be just barracks. This could have been, you know, a one-off thing. There's another one there. So every second one has got a perfectly round hole made in the roof. That means some type of funnel or stack or something like that. It's getting really muddy though. Very, very muddy. Very, very interesting though. It's what I've realised.
You can see how heavy duty the doors were based on like the size of the hinges.
Well, yeah, and every second one has a round hole. Now that is a very perfectly round hole. It's just saying it's either a furnace, a fireplace, depending how old these are.
Yeah, well, it starts at the bottom. Look, it looks like metal at the bottom.
So very hard to say, but like I also said, which is really interesting, is they've got a retaining wall, right, and then they've got a building separate, so that is kind of like a blast zone, if that makes sense. Yeah. So like you said, it is.
And the section at the back as well.
But yeah, very interesting. We're gonna keep exploring because there's actually.
It just wraps around.
So yeah, let's go. This goes back out. So there's no vehicle access to this. So whatever in there couldn't have been too heavy for. Because this is, I think we're working on the solid floor, and there's just like a little ramp back up, pretty much a ramp. But yeah, like I said, there's loads of it. We come back up here, as you guys can see, coming into shot now. There's loads more. Now these are really interesting though, because these are really shallow. If you have a look here, they're super shallow. And there's more there. Look, you can just see it all. It's really overgrown. But these are what's been stunning me the whole time. Because look how shallow this is. That's the floor, and there's no ways there are people in here. But again, all hinged, so all doored and gated, and they're all in these round spheres. No. Circular patterns. I'll put a photo up of Google Maps now, you guys can see. But then all of these have all these round bolts. So I'm saying a turret or a cannon of some sort.
Yeah, I think a cannon probably.
Again, depending how old these are, very hard to tell from its current state of 80s, 90s, even 60s. It's very hard to tell. I don't think it's too old, but every single one of these have got these bolt configurations in the floor. So anyway, we're going to head that way to that tower, because I think that might have been part of it. Quite thick as well. So not too sure. I have to do some research on this, because I actually haven't got a clue. But again, really good vantage point on the hill. And yeah, and then, which looks to seem like some type of big mounting point. Now this could either be for a tower like that, maybe an older signal tower or something like that, or a turret, a gun of some sort. Some serious bolts and loads of steel, and you can see there's quite a big steel outline. So I'm not too sure, but very, very interesting. Gonna have to research all this. So that is very interesting. Very perfectly placed bricks. Don't know if that's some type of archway, some type of original path. But here we go. We found another one of these kind of cuts in the ground.
This is the exact same.
So there we go. We found another one. Very overgrown though. Extremely overgrown. So I'm pretty sure it'll be identical.
Thing is, I'm trying to understand why they need so much height in these ones.
I'm thinking I'm saying storage.
Or like horses or something.
Nah.
Possible.
Well, it'd be more machinery, and I mean,
I don't understand if it's like, if it is rooms like sleeping rooms,
no,
it wouldn't make it so high, so it has to be for storage.
I would say storage, stores, tools, equipment. Yeah. There's loads of turrets around, well, what we reckon to be turrets. There'll be ammunition, there'll be parts to fix them, gunpowder, again, depending on how old this is. But that's what's been exciting me the whole time, is to go and see what this tower is. Now, it looks quite active, as in it's modern. There's modern antennas on top. There's a sign there, do not enter. There's more of it there. There's more underground work. Right. That is a very old gate. And that goes down. Have a look at that. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? That goes down. Let's keep walking along. It's just very old. It does give me both military vibes, stuff like that. Let's have a look and see what this is. This is part of the tower now. Right, so reading the sign. As of right now, this tower is currently a BT tower. But I definitely think before it was something else. It's an old wooden building there, but that's pretty much it. Walked pretty much to the end. It's just a service track, pretty much, this road we're walking. Loads of old gates, really overgrown. So one more look. This is quite a big gate. There's just vehicle access for the tower pretty much. There's a camera facing us. I'm not too sure, but that's nothing special. But this side, we've got more derelict buildings. So we have a look at. It's this over here that interests me, because that again is a vehicle gate, and it goes quite down. And then we've got, you can just see there, we've got more building, and that's quite deep as well. So I managed to squeeze my way through, and that vehicle gate was just over there, and that's what I was saying to you about, it goes quite down. We've got another building that's quite boarded up. We've got a sign saying do not cut the fence, but it's so overgrown you just can't see anything at all. So there's one last look at the building. But yeah, that's about it. Right, so I'm really excited because I've just spoken to a local that actually owns the goats that are sitting on this land. So where we're standing right now is a gun emplacement. Basically, in World War II, Bristol was heavily bombed. These turrets, and these are all turrets, so we were correct. All those circular areas, those were land to air turrets. So basically, these are responsible for shooting down all the planes that try to bomb Bristol. And all these stores that we've just looked at, where all the ammunition and maintenance of all the guns were stored and kept. So yeah, this is what it is. Really exciting that we found it. I think it's absolutely amazing. And again, spoke to a nice local for about 10 minutes, told me all about the place. Really interesting. But yeah, I think we were pretty much right. I'm really excited. We're gonna look a little bit more longer around, see what else we can find. But now, at least now we know what we're looking at, we can kind of piece things together a bit better, having an understanding of what is we're actually looking at. So while I was talking to the local, what have you been doing?
Trenches.
So Lexi's found some more trenches. So again, like you guys just heard, it is a gun placement.
So I thought that was first initially created by water, but if you look further down, you can see the rocks actually embedded into the bankment.
Yep.
So it's meant to be like that. It's not just a river formed by a rock.
These would probably be the trenches in between the turrets.
So down there you'll see the rocks. Here is mainly based around the tree, but down there.
So yeah, so now basically knowing what we're actually looking at, we can place together. So obviously all these trenches, obviously if you can imagine German planes and stuff like that flying over with bombs, and you need to run around, load the guns and fire them, you need trenches to keep safe, especially all your men. So they would probably,
you can see all the rocks. They
would be using trenches like this, and they probably were scattered all over the place. And they were used to obviously run the ammunition up to the guns, and stop shift, stuff like that, so the men could safely get to and from the guns in the stores. So yeah,
now it's land for goats.
Very crucial part. But yeah, very interesting. Really happy I spoke to the guy. Really nice guy. And we're gonna walk around this way and see what else we can find. So Lex just found this. It's quite weird. There's a tree, and it's surrounded by pebbles and pieces of rock. But we've got some goats playing around on the ruins. Like I said, inside this black fence is where the goats are. But again, all sorts. Right guys, just like that is the end. There we go. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Short and sweet one. Really interesting. Really happy spoke to the local, told us all about it. So basically, in World War II, behind me, Bristol got bombed really badly, and these were one of the ground-to-air turrets, basically guns that shot the planes that were bombing the cities down. Not too sure on the technical term, but I'm going to say ground-to-air sites, gun turret sites. We hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please leave a like. It really helps. I think we've hit 200 subscribers now. Road to 300. And leave a like if you guys want to keep doing videos. Comment down below your thoughts, or for any more information of the place, please leave it down below. Send links to the website, stuff like that. And I'll see you guys next time.